Hello there guys, welcome to another Unreal Engine 4 live stream. So in this one we're going to be messing around with the Paragon asset pack. You see we've got that going on over here. So if you don't know what this is and you want to play along in the marketplace, let's go find this under free, because free is always good. I am playing with, where's it gone? I have the Infinity Blade effects over here. And I also have this one. Nope, I don't have that. Here it is. Sorry, it was the first one. The Paragon Agora and Monolith thing. Monolith environment. Yeah, so that comes with loads of props and not props. What am I trying to describe here? It comes with loads of stuff, and we're going to basically try and make a level out of it. So let's jump straight into that. I'm just going to make a new level in here. We'll name this test scene creation. So I've never done level design, or if I have, I've done it, but it's just been so basic and dumb that it's not been worth talking about. So let's see if we can make one here. Oh boy, these really do come empty. This is going to be a test. So I know I need a light, and I know I'm going to need some landscape. So let's make some landscape. Sorry guys. Okay, so we have a light out here on this landscape now. We're going to need a material for that, but I wonder, instead of trying to make a landscape material, if I can just drop one on it for now, because I want to come back to that later. Oh, you have to make a landscape material. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out. So landscape material, that sounds like something, it's something that I've briefly touched on before, but we may need to dig into that again. But for this very moment, that grass will do. So let's go and take a look at what we actually have available. Paragon props. Okay. These props and meshes. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my second browser hit. Wow, that's a lot of cool stuff. I'm sure we could build, let's just drag some of this out and start taking a look at it. If it's gonna freeze and I drag a static mesh, well, this is gonna be a very short level build, because I need it not to do that. Anyway, awesome. Let's see when it works. Whenever you're ready. Well, this is embarrassing. Okay. Am I running two editors? I am. Let me close that one out. That's not going to help me, is it? And we're still frozen on this one. Maybe I should have closed this one and switched to the other one. Yeah. Let's check Task Manager. Oh, 100% CPU usage. Okay. We're going to end that, and we'll try that again. Sorry about this, technical difficulties, they happen. So what games have you guys been working on? I mean, I assume the people watching this are also in the Discord channel. I want to know what you guys are working on. What kind of projects are you working on, or do you tune into this just for a bit of inspiration? I want to be working, I don't want to be loading things. But yeah, do you know, I haven't actually explored the Unreal Engine Marketplace much. And I was having a bit of a dig through it, and there's some really cool things in there. I really recommend checking it out. Even the free stuff, there's a lot of cool free stuff too. So let's jump on back into this level. Let's put our directional light back down. Let's make a landscape. And okay, we're good. Let's find those props again. Where are they at? Paragon props. Okay. Let's try this. Please don't crash. Wow. Okay. This is a bit of a bummer. Maybe we're not going to do level design today. Maybe we're going to have to switch this up and do something else. Life Art Studios, you mentioned AI versus AI battle. Could we make two AI that swarm at each other and then drop loads of them into a level? I feel like that might be pretty fun. We'll have to doing the props for another day because this is just not working out for me. Yeah. Okay, let's fire up a new project. Let's make some AI then. Let's change the title of the stream over here to... Have you guys seen the Brackeys video where he does 10,000 AI units in Unreal Engine? Maybe we should try and do 10,000 in... Oh, he does it in Unity. We should try and do 10,000 in Unreal tonight. And see what goes on. 10,000 AI battle. So we're going to have to make the AI and then... Oh, whoa, whoa. Wait. Can we do it? Maybe we can do this. Oh, I just got so hyped on the idea of doing the AI though. What happens if I drag another one in? Just freezes. Okay, we can't be doing this every time. So, we will do the AI. I feel like it's affecting the stream too. YouTube's telling me that it's bad, so please bear with me. I'm going to close all this crap out and we'll just go make some AI because clearly I'm not equipped to make level design. Okay. Right. Third time is the charm. This time we're doing something different. Let's go in here. Okay. Hello, Life of Guy. Welcome. And again, I'm really sorry about the stream quality there. I assume it's because my CPU usage was at 100% and this thing's just struggling, but everything seems green on my end now. I hope it comes through properly on your end too. Time will tell. If you're watching this nicely, then it's worked. Okay, let's make a new project. Let's go first person and let's call this 10,000. It must be so 10,000 AI. All in caps, all one word, because that's how the cool kids name their projects. Okay, so the goal is going to be we're going to make a nice big open landscape, just a big flat plane, and then we're going to drop a nav mesh on top of that first of all, and then we're going to make 2 AI and they'll battle each other, I suppose, but we'll have 5,000 of them on either side. That's how we're going to do this. So let's select everything in here and delete all of that and delete all of these cubes. We'll leave everything else in apart from that label there. Get rid of these folders. That's fine. That's fine. This we'll get rid of as well. And actually, no, let's undo that. So, landscape. Let's make a big one here for this. Awesome, there we go. Is there any way of increasing the FPS? I have a landscape 1 mile in length. Jesus, okay. Increasing your FPS. I would take a look at what you've got on that landscape and whether level streaming could be for you. Level streaming is not something I've covered, but if you want to look it up, it's a way of just loading in the parts of the level that you're actually using at that time. So that might be your way of increasing FPS, because that way you have a lot less loaded. Just a theory. Anyway, so some AI, please. Let's see what we can do here. Let's make a new folder called AI1, and I've moved them somewhere. I have no idea where they've just gone. That folder. Okay. Nope. AI. Let's go in here. Let's make a new blueprint class. We're going to want a character. And we're going to name this AI1. Okay, so we're not going to bother with animations and stuff because that's... In the Brackeys video, I don't think he used animations. I think he just had cubes flying around. So we're going to do the same thing. That's a skeletal mesh. So let's replace that with a mesh component instead, a static mesh. And get rid of this mesh. Oh, it's inherited. Okay, so cube. A 1 meter cube. And let's make that a bit smaller so it stays inside there. So that's our AI. Hooray! It looks really cool. I like it. Wow, 5.6 FPS and you need 120. Yeah, I'd definitely take a look into level streaming. It seems like you've got a lot too much going on there for your system to be able to handle it. But also, don't forget, while you're playing things in editor mode, you'll have a bit less FPS than you would when it's all compiled and put together. But not that much less. So, yeah, that's a big one. Anyway, let's blow the scale of this thing up here. Whoa, okay. There we go. And we'll just do that for good measure. So we hit P, we should be able to see that all of this is walkable surface. Yep, that's looking good to me. Okay, so we will be able to drop in 5,000 of these AI dudes here, and they'll all go off and do their business. But they're going to need something to control them, so artificial intelligence. Let's make a behavior tree. Let's make a blackboard, please. And let's rename these. So we're going to name this one AI tree 1. And we'll name this guy a blackboard 1. So how are these enemies going to fight each other? That's one thing we need to think about. And while we think about that, let's put some health on here because they're going to need health. Okay, maybe we could have a big 10,000 AI free-for-all. So there's only one AI, and whenever it sees another one of its type, it will go and kill it. So it should work until there's only one standing. We're gonna have to be pretty careful with how we do this. But yeah, anyway, inside the AI, while we speculate about what could be, let's get a begin play over here. I'm gonna need that at some point, I know that. And a custom event named take damage. Okay, and another custom event. No. Where should I fire this from? Yeah, I'm gonna do it from in here. So custom event again of damage. Bipin Bandari. What do you need help with, dude? Let me know. So take damage is gonna need an input. You're gonna need to tell the player how much damage to take in. So incoming damage. With that, we are going to want to take the health, and we're going to want to, or rather, we're going to want to set the health to health minus the incoming damage. Plug that in there. Once we've done that, we should also do a check on this to see if it's less than or equal to 0. And if it is, we want to branch off. And if we are dead, we'll just destroy the actor to get them off the map nice and quick. Lovely. So damage. When you call damage, no, I'm gonna leave that one for now. So we can take damage. That's the important thing. We can take damage, and we'll set our health to be 100 to start with. Okay, we're gonna need to do that behavior tree. So let's fire that up. And from the root, wait, we need a way for them to sense. Can you make me one animated video to... Nah, dude, I'm sorry. I animated video. Do you mean within Unreal Engine? If you're looking for help in doing that yourself, you can jump in the Discord channel. There's a lot of friendly people in there willing to help out with pretty much anything, actually. So on the component over here, we're going to have an AI perception node. And we're going to need to give him... So I need to figure out actually how these AI are going to determine where each other are. Should it be on C, lock onto a target and go and kill that person? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. If they lock on to the first one they see and they have to kill that one. Okay, yeah, we're going to do it that way. We're going to do it that way. So we're going to have AI sight, and his dominant sense will be sight. Compile that up. And we can change his field of view. I think I'm going to leave that as it is, actually, just for now. Okay, so now that we have that, what can we do in here? We're gonna need a on my blackboard. Actually, yeah, my blackboard is gonna need a new object. Please? Object? No? I don't think I'm allowed to make new keys at this time. How odd. Well, okay, maybe we'll do something in the tree. I'll come back to that. We need a sequence. So, lock onto a target, move to the target, damage the target, but then it would lock onto another target. So, in order to keep it locked onto a target, we need to check if the target is already dead. So let's do that task first. Let's make a new task, and we're gonna name this one lock onto target. Okay, so in here we're gonna need a receive execute, event receive execute. We're gonna need a finish execute at the end. Nope, I think that's right. Yeah, maybe. I've totally forgotten what these nodes are like. I mean, I've been away from behavior trees for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've totally forgotten which nodes I need. Okay, so my receive execute, the owner actor, which will be me. So, AI pawn sensing, or sensing. Do we have anything of the type from that? I'm going to cast that to AI1, and let's see what we can do with the pawn sense off here. Perception. Make prediction event. Okay. Maybe we don't want to do that. Let's do this anyway. Let's just double check that that's castable to that. Just because. So I'm gonna want to make a task of lock onto target, and we'll just plug you into there. So it's not going to do anything now. I just want to see whether I get hellos printed to the screen. So I think I have an AI in the world. I do. This cube over here. Okay, and I don't. Let's see if we can. Oh, okay, that would make sense. We need to tell the AI to actually use our tree. So he's not going to use. Okay. We've forgotten an important step in making AI, or rather, I've forgotten. I need a blueprint. Come on, a blueprint class of type controller. Or is it a controller? I feel like it is. That's a player controller. Actor is responsible for controlling a pawn used. I don't want that. I want an AI thing. Let's see. AI controller. There we go. So AI controller. Oops. We'll rename that. AI controller. Okay. So in here, we're gonna need to actually. I wonder if it's the controller that has the perception. Let's take it off the AI for now. And we'll just set that back up over here on the controller real quick for site config and site. There we go. So on my begin play, I need to tell this controller what to use. So use behavior tree, or use Blackboard, and we're going to be using Blackboard 1. And I also want to run a behavior tree of AI tree 1. So now I need to give my AI this controller. So on my AI over here, he's going to use. It would help if I named them appropriately. So we're going to rename this to AI controller 1. I'm really not following proper naming conventions here. I feel like there's a long way to go before the end of the stream. I really want to get. What's the word I'm looking for? I really want to get these 10,000 units like fighting together by the end. Anyway, so we've put a AI controller in here now. It's going to run that behavior tree, and that will do that. So let's see if we get the hello message printed. I can see on my other screen that things are being fired off, but we're not actually getting anything printed. So let's skip this and double check that. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we can't cast that to an AI1. So what is this? I've forgotten what it is that's coming through on this receive execute. Pawn sensing. I think you can do pawn sensing in here. So pawn sensing component. I've already got one of these. I want to site. Nope. Add-on perception updated. Here we go. Okay. So every time it sees something new, it's going to... This is what we need to do. So it's gonna... From this, we're just gonna get the first thing that it sees. There's no point in memorizing all of them. I want these AI to be quite efficient. So they're gonna... let's see here. We're gonna get the first one, and we will add a variable on the controller. We could pass it through to... But we can't even cast that. I wonder if we can cast from here to the AI controller. So cast to AI controller 1 and print a string if you can. And we'll give that a test real quick. And if we can, that lets me know. There we go. Okay, so we can cast it to the controller. So in the controller, we're going to want a variable of... Actually, no, this is going to be on my blackboard. That's what these are for. Can I add a new key now? Hooray! So, locked target. I don't know why there's an exclamation mark on there. It's a really important thing, the locked target. Okay, so back to the controller here. We are gonna... we have a blackboard. Get the blackboard and set blackboard value as object. And this will be the object. And we need a branch to check if it's null or empty, because I'll clear it out later. So get value as object. These are both going to have the same key name, and is valid. Wrong one. So I believe this node should check whether we have something. Hey Manalist, welcome. I only really use blueprints at the minute. I've never written a line of C++ in my life, so I'm only really working in blueprints at the minute. But I'd love to touch on some C++ stuff. In fact, I work as a C# API developer, and I wanted to try and code a C++ blueprint node that allowed you to access REST APIs from within the engine. So you could call a weather API, for example, and have live weather data be brought into your game. So at the moment, it's just Blueprint, but I will come on to C++ at some point. Probably once my exams are over. 4 more weeks of exams, and then I'm free for summer to do so much games development. I'm so excited. Anyway, let me remember what I was doing. I was getting this object, and I want to see if it's null. Or, I guess that's what the valid does. Returns true if the object is usable, i.e. not null and not pending kill. That's perfect. So if it is not null, then we'll set it. Otherwise, we'll do absolutely nothing. You need a key name, and your key name is going to be locked target. So we'll make a literal string. This is looking messy as fuck, but I'm going to just try and fly through this. Locked target. Oh wait. We need a check on this, actually, because I don't want it to see. How to do this? I don't want it to see the player. I want to cast it to the AI1. and only then should it get through. And the AI1 is what I want to pass into the object value, if it does make it that far. Okay, that's looking spaghetti-like, but that's beautiful. We'll move that out of the way. We're using the blackboard thing over here. This variable can be deleted. So lock onto a target. We're going to cast to the controller, and we are gonna cast to the controller. Can I get your blackboard? I can get your blackboard. That's what I wanted to do. So I shouldn't actually even need to put a target in there. I might just be able to get the blackboard. Yeah, I should just be able to do this. So I'll get the blackboard that I'm using, and I want to get a value as object. Yeah, get a value as an object, or rather set a value as an object, sorry. No, because it's already set. We already set this. So anytime the AI sees it, it will set something. So we already have it set. So lock on to target. I've actually accidentally done that here. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we don't need that in the behavior tree then. So we have a target. So we're gonna do an AI move to. And you're not going to take an object. So we'll write our own move to task. So new task, receive execute. And we're going to want to do an AI move to. The pawn is going to be a get the blackboard. Get the blackboard as an object. Nope, not the value. Yes. I'm going to need a blackboard key over here. Blackboard key selector. And we'll get a blackboard key selector in there. We'll get you. And we'll get a value as an object. We'll plug that into. I need to cast it to an AI. So I need to cast to an AI. And the AI1 we can move to, that's for sure. There we go. And the pawn to move is going to be get the controlled pawn. Get the AI controller. I'm the controlled actor. Oh no, wait. If this is the controlled actor, then off the AI controller I can get the controlled pawn. And I can tell the pawn to move, right? You're looking to join university in September with games design and development. Well, I'm 2 out of 3 years into my software engineering degree, and I really wish I'd have gone and done a games development course. If I could give you one piece of life advice when it comes to starting university, don't pick something because you think it's going to make you a lot of money. Pick something that is exactly where your heart is. So if your heart is in games development and you love that and you follow that and you're passionate about that, yes, go and do it. Go and study at university. Go and learn as much as you can. And Manolis, no worries, man. No worries. Always happy to share. So after this, we're gonna finish execute with a success, and here we're gonna finish execute with a non-success. And I need to give that a name. Move. So let's go and drop the move task in here. So it's going to move to whatever it's locked onto. I feel like I've really rushed into this, but let's just put a couple of these AI down and see what they're doing. So where are you? Will they move towards each other? No, they don't seem too happy. Hello. Can you see one another? Are you doing a thing? Do I know how to do a night vision camera? You can apply post-processing effects to your camera. So let me grab the first person character here, right here. And if I select the camera up here, there's all of these crazy effects. I don't understand half of these, but I'm sure that you could dig these up or find a way to turn these into your night vision camera. There are so many effects down here that you can mess with. That'll probably be where you want to look for your night vision camera. So let me figure out why these AI don't like each other. What have we got here? It should just simply be moving. That's fine. Lock onto target doesn't do anything, so I'm going to remove that just to declutter this place. I suppose what I could be doing then is checking to see whether this is actually getting set ever. Because if it's never being set, then... Okay, so we're not seeing a hello spamming down our screen, which tells me that AI controller 1 is not having its perception updated. So it uses its sight. Right, let's take all of this, because I wonder if it's failing to detect itself. Do we have anything going now? Not by the looks of it. Let's see whether it picks up me if I walk anywhere near them. No. Excuse me. Okay. AI perception, updated actors. Perception updated. No. Add on target perception updated. Right, let's try this, and instead of doing the array, let's plug that into there instead. Let's try this node. See whether we get anything. Can any of you see this? Hello? No. Puzzling. Puzzling for sure. Okay. We have the controller with the perception on it. This is figuring out start enabled. Yep, that's cool. Okay. I may need to check back up on that. I'm not sure why I'm not getting an actor picked up here. I mean, it is set to sense itself or sense other AIs. Detect enemies, detect neutrals, and detect friendlies. Where we're doing... Okay, I'm gonna have to just have a moment here to stop and catch up with where I actually am. I don't need to be seeing this. The move should do a simple AI move to moving the controlled pawn. So that is what you would move to. Okay. And so moving yourself. Owner actor. Get the AI controller, get the control pawn. Let's see whether anything's actually being fired off. Sorry about this, we have to do a little bit of debugging from time to time. Let's get these AI units together. Okay. We have a controller here. So you're never getting through. Let's plug you in and see whether the cast to the AI is failing. There we go. There's one. Okay, so we have that's what's failing. It's not spotting it as AI1. So whatever it is, whatever it's spotting it as, let's set it to that. Hello? Spooky. Wait, we were looking in here. So now this branch will be returning... It should be returning false, first of all, because there shouldn't be anything in there. How strange. Let's see how many hellos we get off this false. So 2 there. And another one. Okay. So is that because I now left your... Okay, so there's a lot of them being fired off when I stand somewhere. Trying to use the amount of times hello is printed as a debugging tool. Okay, so you're firing off false and then you're setting that object. So could you also print out to me what it is that you're setting? Because that might help me figure out what's going on here. Or what it is you're seeing, rather. So they're seeing, someone saw first person character and someone saw AI2. They see the first person character. He sees me again. Let's see, these guys should have arrows on them. So if I face them at each other, do they both say that they see AI at the start? Yes, as well as me. It's a bit spooky since I'm so far away, but whatever. So they see each other. And now instead of casting it to AI1, I also wonder why... Oh, that would make sense. Can you cast to AI2? No. So casting to AI1 can't be the problem. Anyway, so they're setting the value in there. Or is it being set? Let's have another print string of hello. So we're looking for hellos. Let's see whether this value actually gets set. It does not. Because it's not a valid object? Returns true if the object is usable, i.e. not null and not pending a kill. Well, it's not pending a kill and it's not null. It could be that in here I did not give it a... This Blackboard key selector needs to be public, okay. And now in my behavior tree I need to give you locked target, okay. That should be a thing. Still no movement. Okay, we still don't have any movement. So we can close the AI. The AI tree should simply be moving to the locked target. This cast could be failing, or likely is failing, so we'll just check that. Yeah, I get the hellos there. So casting to the AI is not what I want to be doing, because it's not set the AI as the... How strange. How very strange. Perhaps I've set this up wrong. Perhaps it doesn't want to be an object, but could I rather have an actor? No. So it must be an object. Okay. It must be an object. Base class. Oh my god. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Let's make it AI1. So now let's figure this back out. So you're going to be an AI1, which you'll now cast to AI1, hopefully. Still not seeing anything that I want to see. That's when they call move, but they update their perception. So I don't want you to print hello here anymore. I want you to print hello if you actually set the object. And I don't think I have any other prints anywhere, so let's test that. I don't see any hellos. Okay, so they're not setting the Blackboard up right. That's what's going on here. Let's take a moment to try and figure out why that is. It's going to be of type AI1, and in the AI controller, locked target. I'm just going to copy and paste this to make sure I've spelt that right. Yeah, locked target. Whoops. I'm just giving this. Is the AI character using the right controller? Let's go and have a look. That's a good question. AI1. Let's bring him back over here. He's using controller class AI controller 1, which is correct. That's what we've been working on. So yes, he does use the correct controller. AI auto possess when placed in world or spawned. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I'm convinced that they're using the right controller. In fact, I'm going to do it on a begin play. Oops. Begin play. I want to get the controller of this thing. Right, I'm going to get the controller and I'm going to print it out. You can't print that. There we go. Let's see what the controller's called for the AIs, just to make sure. AI controller 1. Right, okay. They're using AI controller 1. That's good. We can get rid of this print. They're using the correct controller. That's for sure. The AI controller should be... They have a character movement. They can walk, right? I really need to understand what's happening inside here at runtime. Let's take that out. We have a blackboard key that's an object. We're going to get a key value as object. Actually, I can get a value as an actor. How are you doing, Squire? I'm very good, Phil. How are you? Nice to see you again. I didn't realize that you could make my name go orange like that. Make it go purple next time. Okay, let's see what these AI are doing. Do they don't like each other anymore. But I also didn't plug this execution pin in, so that's a thing. Oh wow, okay, they're moving somewhere. I assume because they were chasing each other. Right, okay, so we there we go, we did it. Right. I needed to get the value as an actor, not as an object. So they'll move to each other now. So we need another task. So let's jump back out to that behavior tree. So when they actually arrive at the person, we're going to make a new task. And this is going to be receive execute. And finish execute. And in between here, we just double check what we did over here. Got the AI controller off that. Got the controlled actor. So I need to get my blackboard value, my blackboard, and then I need to get a value as an actor. Oh wait, no. I'm going to do it through, and not going to get the blackboard, sorry. I'm going to make a blackboard key selector. And this is going to be our thing again. This is going to be the actor that we're chasing after. So we're going to get that, and we're going to get the value as an actor. And what are we doing in this one? This one we're attacking. So that actor, I want to cast to an AI1. And then as an AI1, I want to call the take damage function that we created earlier. So this is where they're going to damage the other thing. And we can have a cast fail or failure there. They're going to do 10 damage to each other at a time. We could make that interesting with a random integer in range of between 5 and 15 damage. So now we really don't know which one of these AI is going to win. It's not dependent on who gets the first couple of hits in, you know, it's who's doing what damage to each other now. So back in our tree, once you've moved, now you're going to need to rename this to attack. We'll ignore that spelling error there. Attack down. you're going to use a little locked target for that. So let's see whether these guys die and kill each other, because they should chase each other now. And they're touching and now they're attacking each other. And who's going to die? One of them will surely die soon. Please. Okay, I'm not seeing any deaths. So I'm calling take damage, set the health to that. If the health is less than or equal to 0, destroy the actor. So I should actually be seeing that get fired off quite a bit. Let's just take a look. I need to wait for them to collide and start attacking each other. I'm just going to select one of these. So it should be calling take damage to them. But it's possible that this cast is failing. No, this cast can't be failing. That actor is of type AI1. Puzzling. I don't believe the cast is failing. Anyway, let's put a print in here just to I hit you. Okay. Let's see when these guys finally stop and touch each other. I don't know why they do this weird strafing thing, but no, I'm not getting that print string. And if I come off cast failed, I'm going to guess that I do. Stop. Come here. There we go. Okay, so the cast to the AI1 is failing. This should be of type AI1. Yeah, the AI being near enough to each other, that's already done. You have the sequence here, so it will execute in order of left to right. So on the move, it will only successfully complete this task if they are within the acceptance radius of, let's make that 10. Yeah. So back out to the attack function we have here. So we have the thing I'm chasing, which should be of type AI1. We're going to get the AI controller for that. And then we're going to get its controlled pawn. And, oh, no, controlled pawn. That controlled pawn will almost certainly be an AI1. I'm really not sure why I have to do that. But let's give it a try. Cast to AI1. Let's see whether we get... Whoa, okay. You don't like that. There we go. Use an interface instead of cast to. Okay. This is where I sound really dumb. I know what an interface is. I'm not sure how to implement them within Unreal Engine, to be honest. That's something I will need to check out. We have some errors here. What does this say? Access none, trying to read the property. Okay. This is bugging me. I just want them to... The acceptance radius is if two AI are walking towards each other, think of them as having hula hoops around their waists. So acceptance radius is I'm going to walk towards you until my hula hoop touches you. And the acceptance radius is how big that hula hoop is. So with a big one, I might be able to stop within, say, 100 meters of you because the radius of this hula hoop is 100 meters. If it's like a meter, then I've got to get really close to you. So that's what your acceptance radius is. Something I didn't check is that, yeah, you are using locked target. I'm going to print a string, and I want to know what this is. So whenever you do attack, I want to know what it's actually coming through that actor. That blackboard key, rather. You can't even tell me that. Okay. Are they doing the attack or are they not? If they're not doing the attack, it could be that they're not actually getting close enough to each other to do so. Oh, they are doing. But attack never ends because obviously it doesn't hook up to a finish. And then just take damage on. Well, obviously that's not going to be happy with that. Okay, so you're going to print a string and then you're going to finish or execute unsuccessfully. Let's just test what that's actually doing. Come back here. Nothing. But he's still moving. So that one's still moving. He's still trying to get into position by the looks of it. Oh no, he's not completing. He can't be. How puzzling. Let me see if I can, let's see if we can watch the AI over here. So they're moving to each other. And then they blip between attacking and moving, because every time they attack, it's unsuccessful. So if it was successful, it wouldn't make a difference since those are the only two nodes in the sequence. I'm annoyed that I'm not getting a print string. Is valid. It may be that this isn't valid. Let's try and print that out instead. If it's not valid, that would explain why our casts and things don't work. So, false. There's your answer. Okay, so this thing isn't set properly. And it's actually the AI controller that's doing that. Of course, I never see the print string of hello over here, so it's actually never set. Which, it's never getting set. So I'm going to delete this out of here. I need a better way to pick up the player, or pick up the target. So in order to do that, in my attack, what am I going to do? Well, let's assume that this will be valid and that a cast to AI1 will work if we set up the blackboard thing properly. So let's leave attack like this, assuming that it'll work properly like that. Hello, welcome, princess. No method in the madness. Love the emoji. I wonder who that is. Okay, we got 50. I want to finish this. I want to finish this, and I want to drop 10,000 of them in and see them fight each other. That's the AI, so that's fine. The controller is doing basically just running the blackboard thing on begin play. The move works fine, although we've not actually given it anything, so I'm not sure how it was moving properly the first time. Let's make a new task. So receive, execute. So I want to get the controlled, or the AI controller of this. Oh, flame queue to the disc from the Discord. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. So I'm trying to make 10,000 AI that will just basically mash into each other and kill each other until we have one glorious victor. So the AI controller, let's see what we can do with sensing. That might not be what I want to do. Can I get the controlled pawn? I'm struggling to find how to properly use my. Here's the problem I have. You see, so when I get time to sit down and do tutorials, I've got all the resources with me. I can look up what I'm actually doing before a tutorial and have it rehearsed. With a live stream, when I hit a blip, I just hit a blip, and you have to watch me melt through that blip. Okay, so that's fine in the controller. We have the AI perception in here. But if the owner actor were to be Let's assume that that works. As the AI controller, no, the AI controller one. This guy. As that, set sense enabled. I wonder if it's not enabled by default. I feel like it should be. I don't see anywhere that I wouldn't be able to do that. AI perception. Are you going to do a tutorial on this when you're figuring out how to do it? This will be the tutorial. You can learn with me. Yeah, this stream will be available afterwards. You know, you can kind of skip through and see what gets working. But I could, if you're asking whether I'll trim it down into another video, I don't really know yet. I can't answer that one for sure. So my perception. On perception updated. Let me add this in on this guy. I feel like this needs to be set to the blackboard value, you know, whenever it sees it, it needs to set it. But that's what I tried to do last time. I tried to do it in here in the controller, but I'm just not sure how else I would reference the perception. Let's see, AI perception, UE4. Let's have a quick Google of this. Hopefully this is one of those things that you only need to Google for like 30 seconds. Register perception stimuli force. If your AI can see anything registered, it should be fire the event accordingly. Register perception stimuli source. Okay, so back in the AI controller, let's just branch off what this tutorial here is saying real quick. We're gonna register perception stimuli source, and it's gonna be on AI site, and that's gonna be referenced to self. So this should be saying, I'm trying to figure out what it is exactly this is doing. I'm a little bit lost here. Yeah, I'm really a little bit lost with this. I have my site, I have myself, and I want to basically, whenever you're updated, I want to do a thing. What's the thing that I want to do though? Let's scrap that for now. Let's scrap that for now. Actually, I'm just going to open up this project over here. Because I know that the AI in this one has sensing. Hello Wayne, welcome. The problem I'm facing is I'm trying to get my AI, I'm trying to figure out rather where to set the blackboard value for the sensed pawn. So I'm wanting it to sense the other AI of its type and then set the first one that it sees to be the blackboard value. If that explains my problem. I'm going to jump in real quick in here and take a look at what this one's doing. So, basic zombie controller. Let's go find that. Gee, where did I put the controller? Basic zombie controller. So the controller has the controller doesn't even have perception on this. Oh, because this was a totally different type of game. They just went towards the player. So I didn't even use pawn sensing in here. That was a waste of 30 seconds or so. Yeah, fire that one up in 4.19. So let's see. Finish execute. What it is I'm trying to do now is make a task. So let's focus back down on this. Let's lock this in. We can do this. Focus, move, and attack. That's all that this AI is going to need to do. Focus on one, move to it, and then attack it. So let's have focus off over here. Focus will need to be written though. Focus, we'll write you in a moment. Waiting for this guy to load. So this was the AI tutorial that we had. Let's just double check in here because these guys, I believe, do have a sense. So that's AI controller Z. And they have an AI perception. And on the AI perception, let's see, on target perception updated, what do? We set this can see player value here with the successfully sensed. We check what it is, and then we say we've successfully sensed it. And then we set their location. So that's how that one worked. Okay, let's see if we can sort of replicate this a bit. So we had the blackboard, we set a value, and this target here, I mean, if the cast was successful to another AI, we could just plug that in there to be set value as bool. So on target AI perception updated, and it does happen in the controller. So at least we can narrow that down. So AI perception, down here, and on target perception updated, and we're going to cast you to be to the AI1. Perception updated, break, set bool. Yeah, the bool will tell me whether it's sensed it or not, but I need to know whether I need to set this value in the blackboard. So set blackboard value. And how did I set the blackboard value from in there? Target is a blackboard component, so I can get the blackboard, and this is what this controller will be using because it's running an AI. Yep, we have a blackboard there. I can set a value as an object. Yes, it's an object. Key name, we'll make a literal string and plug something in there in a moment. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh. And anyway, the object I wanted to set would be AI1. And the name, we'll come back in here, it's locked target with the little exclamation mark there. Okay, so if that cast works, it should do that. So then it will print string. Which means they're always going to be changing targets, but we can switch that up in a minute. So we got two hello prints there. So they've done that to each other. They've seen each other with that. If we take the focus node out of here, they should also move to each other, which they kind of do in this weird abstract way. And one of them got destroyed. They did it. They killed it. Okay, that's it. We I can't believe that was all I had to do. Anyway, so that they set it up. I also need a way to not do this if it already is set, and I also need a way to wipe it if I've killed the player. So what we're gonna do is inside our controller we're gonna have to have a check as to whether it's already set. So get value as actor object with the same key name. I'm going to check if it's valid. If it's not valid, then we'll set that. And then if it is valid, then we're not going to do anything. Let's just make sure that works. Yep, they seem to set to each other. And hopefully one of them will die. And they do. Fantastic. So that works. They check whether each other is valid. We check if it's valid. So when you've killed the player, or rather when the AI has, so it's gonna grab them. It's gonna do that automatically in the controller. Then it's gonna move to its locked target. Then it's gonna attack its locked target until that target dies. And then we could cast to it and get its life, and if its life is less than 0, we could set the thing to thingy. Okay, so focus is rather going to be unfocus. And I'm going to need a variable of type blackboard key selector. What happens if there's more than one in the level? Well, that's what we're gonna find. Let's test that now. Actually, yeah. I suppose we've been waiting long enough for this. I also have no idea how I'm gonna drop 10,000 of these units in. If anyone knows of a way to paint actors in with a paintbrush, I'd love to know. Okay, let's see what these guys are doing. They're all just planking up and smacking each other, and who's gonna be the winner? Hooray! We have a winner. So they will genuinely fight each other, all of each other to the death. But wait a minute. Their targets changed anyway. Their targets already changed because we check whether it's valid. So if it becomes not valid, then the new object will already be set. So this focus really is redundant. It's already doing what we need it to do. They're attacking each other. Which I suppose now leads us to get on with it and drop 10,000 of these guys into a world and see how well this works. Okay, so we're here. We're here, let's do this. I'm just going to real quick make these less rectangular and more cube-like. I don't know why. I just feel like I want them to be little cubes instead. Or square on the top, if that makes sense. So I have AIs 1 through 9, so I have 10 AI there now, right? So let's grab those 10, and now we have 20 AI. And let's grab those 20 AI, and now we have 40 AI. And from our 40, we now have 80 AIs. From our 80, we now have... Damn, I really shouldn't have said 10,000. Let's go up a bit more here. So now we have 160. I'm probably going to need a bigger map with this spacing. Let's just keep doubling it all anyway. Until there are so many AI units. 320, right. I feel like I want to test this. Let's test this at 320. Okay, they're all locked onto each other. There's a brawl going on. I don't really see which ones are dying, but can I eject out and see what's going on from above? So which ones are dying? You can kind of see the cubes slowly. Random generation in area. Get the system to spawn them in the nav mesh bounds. And will my computer be able to handle it? Probably not, which is why I've chosen to do them as cubes instead of as actual things. Something tells me that these AI are locking onto each other, but they're not actually being able to get through the crowd enough to hit what they want to hit. So if your target is in the middle of the crowd, it's still going to be a valid target until it dies. So we're going to change up the... What am I looking for here? The collision. Are we going to change that to... Oh, no, overlap. I want it to kind of... What's the... Let's give that a go. Let's see what that changes for us. If anything. And I can also close out this other editor now. Along with the message log. Oh, no. My Unreal's frozen. No! Please. Please don't do this to me. You're not even running anything at the minute. I asked you to compile. Okay. We'll give this a moment. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. Let's see what happens when they overlap. So I'm going to jump out and... Did I move too fast for you? I'm sorry. There's no AI. How strange. Oh, because I made them overlap, they all just fall through the floor. Okay. That isn't what... That's not the desired effect. Maybe decrease the accept... No, Agent, I think you misunderstood what I meant when I described the acceptance radius. If I wanted this system to work, leaving them as pawns, I would have to increase the acceptance radius so that it counted as them being next to the person, even if they were maybe 3 or 4 people away. one idea that we could do is we could change how they select their targets and make them select ones only within a... No, let's leave it like this. Let's leave it like this. But let's make it so that they can walk through each other. Maybe. Or will they all end up just stood in a spot together? I want them to kind of bounce off each other. If the move to fails, we need a way to tell it to pick a new target. If we can't get to that target, we should pick a new one. So if this fails, we need a way to pick a new target, which is why I would have liked to have done the target selection here. But we could simply do a... I wish I hadn't deleted focus now. I want to bring it back, but it's going to serve a different purpose. We're going to bring up a new task of type blueprint base, and it will receive the execute. So what we're going to do in this is we're going to basically wipe the blackboard key. So variable blackboard key selector. And we're going to wipe, we're going to get that, and we're going to get value as actor. I want to set the value as an object. And the object is going to be blank. And that's cool. And then you're going to finish execute. So you're this thing is basically just going to wipe the whatever's in there. And then if move to fails, so I forget what I called that now. Whatever. You need to be public, and you're now going to use lock target. So basically wipe what we can do, move towards absolutely nothing. That won't work. Why did I think that would work? Anyway, move and attack. I'm pretty sure it's just the collision I want to change. I'll make that have overlap all, but let my other things still act as a pawn. Let's see, obviously when I change it here, it's got to set that back up for 320 others, so preferably I would like to have these sorted before I bump up these numbers to the full 10,000. Come on, build the navigation for me. I should write my own perception system. Damn, that's pushing the boat out. That's something that I'm not going to do on a Wednesday afternoon. I really should be revising. I shouldn't even be doing this, to be honest. Let's see what's going on now. So they're all amassing, trying to attack each other. But again, we have the same problem. And if you notice the spaces in between them, it's almost certainly because of the capsule component. So I'm actually just going to scrap a few of these for now. We'll take it down to 100 just to make this process a bit quicker. And it's this capsule component that needs to have its collision changed. So on pawns, I want you to overlap. I think that ought to do it. Wow, even with 100 we have to wait while it compiles. Yeah, please do. I'm very interested to see how you would actually go about setting up your own perception system. It's not something, I suppose, line tracers or sphere tracers or whatever. Right, let's see what's going on now. Are you... Okay, they're amassing into these two groups and then picking targets and fighting between the two groups. How many have we got left? 75. They're counting down. They're dying. Oh, these are all the controllers. Right. And then it stopped. And then everything stopped because they stopped seeing each other. You see, if I move these guys around a bit, I might be able to get them to see one another again. No? That's really puzzling. I'm not too sure why they've done that. They've all just come to a standstill. All of them. Huh. What if I delete one? Is that changing anything or not? Hello. I'd like to. How strange. Let's see that again. Okay, so you just have this mass of them. 91 actors, 85 actors, 83, and then they stop. That's puzzling. I'm quite stumped as to why they're doing that. I'm going to leave that AI tree up on my other screen and watch that again. So they're all still moving, or the one I'm watching, I don't know which one it is moving. Attacking, attacking, attacking. And this one died. That's quite a puzzle there. How strange. So they're moving to each other. I'm quite hard pressed as to figure out how best to implement this system now. I really should have thought this through, but I was actually planning on doing for those of you that didn't see the start of the live stream, I was going to do level design, but I didn't pre-compile the shaders for all the meshes, which meant every time I did it, it would just hang for a good 5 minutes, and obviously that wouldn't make a very good live stream. If they're overlapping all, let's make the cubes act as pawns. That could, because if they're overlapping the site, maybe it might not be picking it up on the perception, so they can't lock into the new targets. So that's a possible, but no, it should still pick up on the capsule component. Anyway. Oh, I'm being pushed. He's off. He's running away. Let's see. Are they all going to die this time, or are we going to stop again? 91 actors. We stop. 89. 87. They're fighting. Are the numbers still going down, or do we stop at 85 again? We seem to stop. Okay. I'm going to grab a handful of AI and rotate them, because I'm not too comfortable with what's actually going on here. And now I'm just going to blow the numbers up. So let's grab these guys. And let's make more of them. All over the place. Yeah, I feel like this title's really clickbait now, so without you guys knowing, I definitely didn't just remove a 0 to say that we're only doing a battle of 1,000. So we have, what is this? So from 500 to, I think we have roughly 500 AI now. So that would be 600, 700 AI. Oh no, I didn't make those. 700, there we go. And we're getting some lag now. 800 AI. 900 AI. The last one, here we go. We have 1,005 AI in the game. Let's get rid of those last 5. Okay. This is going to be absolute chaos, but let's jump in. And let's jump out to see what's actually going on. I shouldn't have done that. This is okay. I'm really not sure how best to observe this situation. Whoa. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. The fight's going on. I mean, you can kind of see the areas where it's a little bit grey. And that's where the peoples are, but this isn't really the view that I wanted. Enable slideshow mode. I think I've enabled slideshow mode. I think the play button was actually slideshow mode disguised as a play button. So I feel like I've messed this up. But this is something I want to do. I really want to get these guys working. But what I might have to do is go away, put some thought into it, write out myself a plan, and then make a video of them actually coming together and fighting. Once I've sussed the AI out properly, I'm sure we could put this back together and make a proper video for this. But since we have slideshowed this thing into the ground, I think that's a good place to leave it. It's like it's like those movies with the cliffhanger endings. You know, what happened? Did the AI all die, or does Joel's PC blow up in a towering inferno? I think it's okay for now. And I'm gonna have to leave the stream there for now. I have absolutely no hope of recovering this just now. But what I will do is, when I can recover this, I'm gonna make the AI into a nicer, fresher, better working AI. We will drop 10,000 of them in. If Brackies can do this in Unity, we can definitely do this in Unreal. And there might be something called Crowd AI. Thank you, Andre. Thank you for hopping in at the end here. I'm definitely gonna have to search into that now. So, as always, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. My apologies that we couldn't get this working, but we had a bit of time thinking here about AI and stuff, and I'm sorry that we couldn't also do the level design. We'll have to do that another day too. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't joined the Discord server already, you're gonna want to do that. The link is in the description below, and I will see you guys